There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses, no more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I'm so happy.
He totally understood that he was going to be in the most beautiful place on earth. He started like jumping and running non-stop to the point that was like not very normal, that behavior. Yes, he used to run with me, but we were in the car when I saw him by himself at the property going nuts.
International Animal Rights Day, touching stories of animal people rescues. Please continue watching to find out more.
Haru still looked nervous, but we knew she was excited to see Griffin. Griffin has been waiting by the front door for Haru to come back. Griffin was so happy to see his best friend. They had the sweetest reunion.
Griffin, do you want to say hello? Haru?
This was Haru's face after seeing Griffin.
Haru?
Vegan, diet of the strong. As you enjoy Zanzibar's or Tanzania's beautiful national parks, you may hear the greeting, Shikamoo. That's how the courteous people of Zanzibar greet their elders. It means, I give you respect in Swahili, the region's official language. My name is Neema, and I am a vegan great white pelican person. We pray that you're blessed with the abundance you deserve. Today, we present our show, International Animal Rights Day, touching stories of animal people rescues. International Animal Rights Day, which occurs on December 10th, is also International Human Rights Day, proclaimed by the General Assembly of the United Nations in 1948 as a reminder to prevent the atrocities of war from taking place in the future. The date was purposely chosen by individuals and groups around the world to honor and respect animal people. We animal folk pray that this time will come soon as humans increasingly adopt the vegan diet. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, has long reminded private individuals, world leaders, and religious leaders that killing must cease.
For everyone, for the world, for our children, and for ourselves, and for the sake of goodness. Yeah? It's still a beautiful planet, and we must save it. They should not be too busy fighting each other. They should be busy fighting disaster, saving the planet. They spend a lot of energy already killing. It's about time they spend energy and money for saving. Saving life instead of destroying life, don't you think? Yes. So at least our group, we have to use all our might, all our sacrifice we can just to awaken the world and lead them into positive era. They have to think positive. But if they don't do something, they have to do something to save the planet, to save the lives of the inhabitants as well, including themselves. Refrain from animals, Of course, I mean also killing by war, But the number we kill in war is not as many as the mass, killing in animal people, slaughtering. You know that yourself, yes. So it's only very simple. Refrain from killing each other and animals, people, yeah? For any reason, for food, for profit, for gain, for anything at all. Refrain from killing.
In this spirit, I would like to share with you some touching stories about animal people set free. Hope Apple Blossom is a pig mama who gave birth to 6 piglets. They were all rescued from slaughter by Viva and Dean Farm Animal Sanctuary in Chepstow, UK. The sow crates used to confine pig mothers are tortuously small and cause injury to their bodies. So you can imagine the relief and joy when Hope Apple Blossom and her babies got to experience freedom at their new sanctuary home.
Peace is happening around our world.
There are many countries who have taken actions to promote peace and foster amity among peoples and governments. The following is one of them. Etc.
August 2022. Japan's Prime Minister pledges not to engage in military conflict in the future, declaring, "We will never again repeat the horrors of war." By creating peace, we all can make a loving, serene, and prosperous world.
Another animal person who recently celebrated her freedom is a chimpanzee lady called Vanilla. Vanilla has beautiful brown eyes and a soulful smile, yet she was forced to endure a life of cruel confinement. Born into captivity at the Merciless Laboratory for Experimental Medicine and Surgery in Primates in New York, USA, Vanilla was immediately separated from her mom after birth. The lab did a lot of work with HIV and hepatitis, and the detained chimpanzee folk were often infected with various diseases. Vanilla and her sister, Shake, were finally rescued and taken to a non-profit called Wildlife Way Station near Los Angeles, California. And although this was an improvement, it was still far from ideal. She and 5 other chimpanzee people were kept in an outdoor enclosure with a concrete floor and a roof overhead. Finally, in 2019, Vanilla and Shake were taken to a true haven called Save the Chimps. The non-profit haven consists of more than 12 3 to 5 acre of 1.2 to 2 hectare human-made islands, where the chimpanzee folk residents live in safety without the need for cages and fences. On the day Vanilla was released outdoors, she was initially hesitant. Dan Matthews, vegan of Save the Chimps, says that when she was finally outdoors, Vanilla was awestruck as she looked up at the sky.
She
she ended up making really close friends with Dwight, who is the alpha male. Dwight in the video, who you can see coaxing her out of her enclosure, out into the sunshine. She was welcome in their family, and that's where she'll be for the rest of her life.
Vanilla now enjoys exploring her Paradise Island home, relaxing and spending time with her family. We are so grateful that she finally has a safe, beautiful forever home with caregivers who honor her intelligence, curiosity, and independence.
Vegan, because even if her little finger is cut, it hurts.
Compassionate viewers, we pause now for a moment to express our deepest gratitude to all those who help to create safe havens and sanctuaries for sweet animal people. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show, International Animal Rights Day, touching stories of animal people rescues. The next rescue story we'll share features an unlikely trio, a bear brother, a lion brother, and a tiger brother, who forged a familial bond while they were kept in appalling conditions.
The touching story of the eclectic friends began back in 2001 when police carried out a drug raid on a house in Atlanta. The officers' search took them to the basement of the house, where they found something that must have made their jaws hit the floor. There, 3 caged exotic animal cubs had been kept in terrible conditions.
The 3 babies were frightened, covered in parasites and malnourished. The lion cub, now known as Leo, was kept in a cage so small that the bars dug into his nose. The bear cub, now called Ballo, wore an ill-fitting harness that had to be surgically removed. The trio was taken to Noah's Ark Sanctuary in Georgia, USA, where they received medical treatment, and their unique family unit was honored, enabling them to live together and spend the rest of their days playing, grooming, and showing each other affection.
To see these 2 guys showing so much affection for each other is pretty amazing. The 3rd member of this unlikely friendship is a lion called Leo.
When they're sleeping in the clubhouse, all 3 of them, they pile in together. They just know each other and they love each other.
Sadly, Leo passed away in 2016. We take comfort in knowing that he enjoyed his life with Ballo and Shere Khan in peaceful, safe, and happy surroundings.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Anguilla is one of them. Anguilla, Protection of Animals Act, 2000. In Anguilla, if any person commits an act of cruelty towards animal people, he or she is liable to a fine of 4,800 East Caribbean dollars or 1,800 US dollars and or a jail term of 6 months.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Unfortunately, not all animal people can rest soundly in the knowledge that they won't be harmed or killed. This can cause anguish, anxiety, and panic in us animal folk because we understand a lot about what's going on around us. This was the case for Lucky, a beautiful cow gentleman from Colorado, USA. However, the couple who fell in love with Lucky didn't initially know about his impending fate. Lucky was kept on land adjacent to a road where many people in the local community liked to walk. Lacking animal companions, Lucky became extremely sociable and would greet people and walk along the fence with them. Yolanda and Jorge would visit him every day. They would pet him, brush him, talk to him, walk and run with him, and spend an hour or two a day in his company.
So we'd go and visit him, and sometimes it was after a long day at work. We had a certain energy about us, and then we'd go visit Lucky. Everything would just change, and we just relax.
After a hailstorm, the couple noticed Lucky had no shelter. They worried about what would happen to him in the harsh winter weather. Upon asking the property owner, they were told that Lucky's owners were animal people meat eaters who planned to eat him. They had assumed he was a rescue animal person. They tried to accept that this was a normal part of life, but their consciences wouldn't allow it. People in their community started asking them if they were going to do anything to save Lucky. So they raised $5,500, the price Lucky's owner would sell him for. After learning that Loving Arms Animal Sanctuary in Erie, Colorado, was able to place Lucky in a forever home, they recall the day they told Lucky he was going to be saved.
He totally understood that he was going to be in the most beautiful place on earth. He started jumping and running non-stop to the point that was not very normal, that behavior. Yes, he used to run with me, but we were in the car when I saw him by himself at the property, going nuts around the property on the other side of the fence. And I told Jorge, stop the car, look at Lucky. We went close to him and he continued displaying this beautiful, happy behavior in front of us. That was the day where we realized that we had done something very important for a beautiful soul that he is.
Lucky now enjoys the companionship of his other cow friends and a feeling of love and safety. I thank all the kind people who acknowledge us animal folk for the beautiful sentient beings that we are. Thank you for your love, your respect, and for freeing us from terrible situations such as those featured on today's program.
Until the present relationship between man and his fellow creatures is replaced by one of companionship on a relatively equal footing, the pursuit of happiness by man is foredoomed to a painful and tragic frustration. Leslie Cross, vegan.
Compassionate viewers, thank you for your company today. Coming up next is Body Code of a Master, Part 11 of 11 on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May all of humankind and animal kind soon live together in mutual love and harmony.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven, Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AW.
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定は suprememastertv.com/schedule そしてsuprememastertv.com/AW。
No more hurting animals, humans and beasts. Be vegan, make peace, do good deed.